The demise was greatly exaggerated because Nikola Jokic is truly better than ever. Inever saw Michael Jordan truly play in his prime. I've been watching some measure of NBA basketball for about 20 years, so I've been around for just about the entirety of LeBron James' legendary career. I know the tremendous history presented by guys like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So it's critical I get this out in the open, even while I understand some folks might consider the sentiment blasphemous. For me, the Denver Nuggets' Nikola Jokic is one of the small handful of most outstanding basketball players that I've ever seen. He's a singular all-time talent. Depending on the day and mood, you might convince me he's the best I have ever laid two eyes on. He belongs in that Jordan and James conversation. There is no other reasonable conclusion after watching Jokic enter year 10 of his career this season. After already winning a regular season MVP or NBA Finals MVP in each of the last 4 years, and somehow being more dominant than ever seriously, on a Nuggets team some thought would be in frustrating transition. In fact, just 10 games into 2024 to 2025, Jokic is the clear frontrunner for a 4th regular season MVP. With him averaging a near 30-point triple-double, Simon, so far while shooting over 50% from 3 on high-volume, Simon, the competition isn't close. As a result, instead of falling into a spiral of drama and malaise, the 7-3 Nuggets remain top-flight championship contenders. Look at these numbers. Look at these NBA 2K level numbers. Really, look at them. It should be confounding. It shouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Yet, with Jokic, it somehow all comes together in perfect harmony. He is truly better than ever. That's so ridiculous to think about, man. Every nugget, no pun intended, about Jokic's transcendent 10-game start boggles the mind. On top of already orchestrating Denver's offense, like a conductor at the helm of a well-tuned machine, the way he always does, Jokic is now pushing the pace for one of the fastest teams in the NBA. Hello, Russell Westbrook effect. A year after playing a mostly effective but rigid style of offense, with the 26th ranked pace, Denver is 7th in the NBA in offensive pace at the time of this writing. According to Nuggets staff writer Matt Brooks, they are 6th in the NBA in transition possessions per game and lead the NBA in cuts. This happens while Denver remains an elite top 5 half-court offense per cleaning the glass. This chameleon-like mix accentuates Jokic's best gifts: touch and anticipation. On top of already working for a quality shot at all costs in the half-court, Jokic now gets to ignite the sneaky Nuggets athletic group in transition for tons of easy baskets with his trademark dynamite passing. Life has never been easier for Christian Braun, Peyton Watson, Julian Strawther, and of course, Westbrook. Those summer concerns about poor spacing and three-point shooting, all gone by the wayside with a high-octane Jokic-led Denver offense that emphasizes punishing opposing defenses in every possible way while never giving them a break. At this rate, that NBA's 4th-ranked scoring offense is downright impossible to game plan for. The wild thing about these Nuggets is that everyone moves off ball, everyone runs, everyone touches the ball, everyone trusts each other. Essentially, everyone has bought into Jokic's beautiful game. The Nuggets are flourishing for it. Braun has a revelation as the team's starting shooting guard, as an efficient ball of two-way energy. After a preseason marred by injury, Watson has evolved into a prototypical all-around forward who gives other teams fits every night. Strawther is taking advantage of an empowered, polished scorer with an excellent feel for the game. Following 2 separate stints with the NBA's Los Angeles franchises, where he was unceremoniously scapegoated for his unrepentant chaos, Westbrook has bought in as a vigorous facilitator who understands how vital his mentorship is to each of the former young players. Michael Porter Jr. is no longer a one-dimensional spot-up shooter. He's now a guy who is finally comfortable putting the ball on the floor and who makes extra plays for his teammates in a fashion that demonstrates the residual effects of Jokic on his mindset. The fact that Jamal Murray hasn't yet been himself, while Aaron Gordon recovers from a calf strain, only magnifies the tremendous progress Jokic and the Nuggets have already otherwise made. Jokic himself seems to be reinvigorated by this unfiltered chaos and energy. He's playing with a simultaneous edge and joy in the sheer drudgery of November games like we haven't seen in a while. On top of being a do-it-all superstar who does all the little and big things, you can tell there's something a bit different about Jokic's approach to this season, when he's being this vocal while coaching his teammates in the huddle. Anyone still says he doesn't care about the game so much doesn't know what they're talking about. While matters seem mostly hunky-dory so far, Jokic's Nuggets still have things to work on. While promising, the young wings have a ways to go before they're ready to contribute quality minutes in a tense playoff atmosphere. Even while brimming with electric playmaking talent, the defense remains a work in progress over finer details like cohesiveness and communication. Denver also definitely needs to find a way to temper Jokic's minutes, 38.1, the highest of his career to date, in a way that preserves him for the postseason, while ensuring the Nuggets can still win some games in pursuit of one of the Western Conference's top seeds. I don't doubt Jokic could maintain his current level of play over an extended season. But Denver is not in the business of wearing him out before the crucible of the playoffs and a hopeful second title run. His workload will have to come down eventually. However, these concerns look like they'll be addressed, albeit gradually, over the next several months. Because the Nuggets' process as a marquee title contender looks impeccable right now. They're doing all the right things against some of the NBA's best teams and learning valuable lessons about themselves in the process. It's still early, but they're on track in every meaningful way. You can see Denver starting to build towards something special. All this early season success is thanks to Jokic, who has unbelievably taken his game to another level in his age 30 season. The gap has never been wider between him and the next best player in the NBA. And he's decided to bring everyone on his team along for the ride by leading by example. I suppose I shouldn't say I'm shocked. When you're watching one of the greatest athletes to ever palm a bouncy orange ball, all bets are off. Their peerlessness should probably be the expectation, not some dream ceiling you could never fathom. Welcome to the NBA season, where a fiery Nikola Jokic decided to stop giving a solitary inch to everyone outside of his bubble. We should be excited and terrified at the same time.